Good morning and welcome to winter here at Phantasialand in Germany. We've just spent a few days at F.L.Y in the Netherlands and we've drove down into Germany about 2 hours and made it here to the beautiful Phantasialand, home to some of my favourite rides in the world, including the incredible Intamin Blitz coaster, Taron, that we absolutely love here at Theme Park Worldwide. It'll be Brett and Alex's first time going on Taron, of course in this visit to Phantasialand, along with that and so much more. But where's Alex? Where is he? Can we see him?
Christmas.
Morning.
I'm watching it fall.
Welcome to Berlin. So yes, here we are walking down the main entrance street. Of course, it is Christmas. Lots of decorations everywhere. We've got shows to see. Look at the tree just behind me here. That looks nice. Me and Harry came a couple of years ago and actually saw the winter event here. It was my first time seeing the park in winter. And yeah, I was really impressed with all the decorations around the park. And yeah, it looks like we've got some more to see this time. And look at this view when I spin the camera around. A beautiful view over there. Not down here though. What are you doing?
It's Christmas.
Yeah. You living the dream.
Oh, I have got it. Oh,
in the fake snow what Fantasyland put out every day.
Sorry.
Yeah. Whoa! Snowballs.
I saved you.
You saved me, I hope so. I love it. Brett's eager to get down towards Taron. He's got his cream trousers on today. Look how posh he looks in those. Crazy. Brett, just saying you look a bit posh in your trousers.
Hey, I think I'm gonna have the hood up today.
Yeah. It's warm.
My mark's changed its range on my side.
Yeah, well yeah, look at this, absolutely gorgeous round here. You got the Christmas tree in the middle, an ice skating ring at the back just there, and what an amazing atmosphere when you come into the park just here. Of course you got the carousel down at the back just there as soon as you come in, and then in front of you the chair swing with all the fountains. It's such an iconic entrance, it really is lovely. And we're going to make a right turn just here, skip through the bridge in between Chiapas and Klugheim and make our way down towards Taron, our first ride of the day in the sunshine, and it's absolutely beautiful. Let's go. Wow, what an absolutely incredible view. Every time I come to Phantasialand and see that there with Mystery Castle in the background, you got River Quest just there. That is closed. There's not much closed here during the winter season actually. It is just River Quest and also the Splash Battle. So nothing special with the Splash Battle to be closed. But yeah, when the sun's shining down on this park, it looks even more beautiful. And if we head down this way into the main entrance to Klugheim, there is quite a few different entrances into the area, but this is my favourite because you walk around this corner here and you wouldn't think it at first. You're walking down this little path just here and then you come around to the left-hand side and you are greeted with the amazing view of Taron just there. Look at that. Oh, everything is so heavily themed in this area. All the rocks everywhere. Done by the same company that actually did the rocks around Wickerman and also helped a little bit with the Wickerman structure at Alton Towers, called Universal Rocks. My voice is going a little bit. Did that many rides over the past few days that typically, as always, my voice is starting to go. Soundtrack round here, of course, done by IMAscore, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Taron is compared to when I was last here in terms of the overall area and everything, just to see how they're looking after it really. But you come down here, get to this point, and you're greeted with one of the best views in a theme park in the world. Look at this. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Love it. If you do stay on site in the hotels, I mean, we're not staying on site here like we were at F.L.Y because it was quite a bit more expensive, but you do get early ride time on Taron, so it is well worth it to come and get plenty of rides on the coaster. What do you think of the area though?
Incredible. It's out of this world, isn't it? And just looking at the entrance 2 minutes ago, you know, the outside of the park to being in here, it's like another world. It's like a transition to a different universe.
Yeah, like the outside isn't great. The car parks and stuff aren't brilliant. So me and Martin talked about that before.
It lets down a little bit when you first come into the park, but then you come into this area and you're like, how the hell have they packed all this into this area? But
and you walk down the Berlin street, it's lovely, isn't it? Especially at Christmas.
The whole interior is so well done for the space and the area that they're located with it, but honestly, it's breathtaking. And you know what, as well, I just said to Brett, it's nice to be here at a festive time of the year, experience it for the first time, because, you know, you and I know we go to hot places, we go to cold places, but coming to somewhere like this in any weather and seeing this amazing coaster running past us, like, shocking, but wonderful, and I can't describe any other feeling like it.
Should we get on?
Come on, yeah,
let's go right, Taron! then, so we've just had 2 rides on Taron in the beautiful sunshine here in winter, and I must say it's running really well. It's one of the slower rides I've had on it, mainly because it's been really quite cold. In fact, there was real snow just a few days ago, and we saw that in F.L.Y, and I believe they had it here as well. Yeah, it was quite slow, even at the back, but it was still absolutely fantastic and a world-class ride, and I can't wait to get on it again in the dark. I must say, in terms of the queue line and things, it's not looking too clean at the moment. There's a few like stickers and stuff about what need taking down, and yeah, little areas that need a bit of a paint up. But it's still an absolutely amazing ride. A little bit disappointed to see that they've let some of the areas, not look great, but it's still a beautifully themed area. And of course, this trip to Phantasialand is a first for Brett and Alex, and the boat has experienced Taron. So yeah, what do you think, boys? How was it?
Incredible.
Start with Brett, come on, how do you rate it?
Really good. I mean, the length of the rides and Jesus, man.
Oh, I know, yeah, I'm the same. Like, I'm struggling. We're all going to be dead by the end of this vlog. Like,
I feel fine.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, the near misses, the duration of the ride, the airtime, it has everything you want in a coaster, doesn't it? I mean, amazing.
What do you think compared to Maverick at the moment?
I can't judge it until I go on their night.
And they're very different rides as well.
Yeah.
Even though they're the same manufacturer, same style ride, they're very different in terms of the theming. And,
I mean, the restraints are way better on this.
They're probably my favourite ever theme park trains, to be honest. You're so exposed on them, just with a little lap bar, and you can see around.
But like you said, until it warms up, we really can't make a judgment on it.
Give it a few hours, we'll come back like middle of the day, then of course come back right at the end of the day. Park hours are 11 till 8, so it means you get a good 4 hours of night rides, which is brilliant during the winter event. But like to see all this theming, especially coming from the States,
we don't have anything like this on the coaster.
No, this reminds me a lot of like Diagon Alley, the styling of the buildings. But of course, you got a massive roller coaster in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Makes
It does make it. I'm glad he likes it. And of course, Mr. Alex Crump, the milkman. What do you think to Taron?
I mean, to be honest, I've got to be negative here.
Whoa!
And say, I'm going to start by being negative and say, anything I thought about this coaster in the hype, I was completely wrong. This coaster is my number 1 roller coaster.
It's the one, the number one.
It's the one.
The ride.
Purely because of its beauty, its charm, its character in the area. I think the whole area is 360. Standing at the entrance to the ride, standing at the exit of the ride, you are in a 360 world. You forget about all the other areas of this park. But to be fair, we've only seen Berlin and here so far, but I've got to say that things can only go up from here for this park.
Things can only get better.
Things can only get better, and they just did, because I got a new number 1 roller coaster, so I can't complain.
And that might get top now, because we're going on rake.
I mean, it's a boomerang.
What I do really like though is the fact that they built a big thrill coaster and then put a family coaster in with it in the same year, opened on the same day,
Yeah.
Junior Boomerang, should we go and have a ride?
I think we should go and have a ride and then go straight back to Taron.
And then we'll go to the garden centre and buy our own rake.
You've got to stop.
Let's go. Right, here we go then, on rake. Yeah, a really nice view actually, climbing up the lift hill on this one. Me and Alex next to each other, Brett in front. Oh, look at that view of Klugheim. And you can just see Colorado Adventure in the background.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Boomerang!
Really nice section. I wish
they built this whole area just for this ride. Though.
Oh, I know. Number 1, baby. Number 1.
Number 1 for sure. Oh, wow.
And there we go. Go and rake the ride. Go on then, Alex. Has Taron been knocked off the top spot already by rake?
I would have raked it higher. I mean, I'd have rated it higher.
Oh dear.
Oh, let's not the jokes.
How did you come up with something?
It was a boomerang. It's a nicely themed boomerang, but it's complemented by the ride next to it. They didn't build the whole area just for that one ride.
I think it rides better than Velociraptor at Portman's Park, and it rides better than Ben 10 Narrow Accelerator.
It's the best boomerang I have done, but Vekoma family boomerang, shall I say? But yeah, it's just a boomerang, really. It doesn't really do a lot.
Complements the area very nice.
Great for families, though. Great ride for families. Because there isn't really a lot of family attractions in this park.
What do you think of the statue?
God, right, let's just get in, shall we?
If you haven't guessed already by that, and the music, and the fact we're going to see this very impressive tower, we're going into Mystery Castle. And this ride is not one of my favourites, so I'm looking forward to hearing what these two think of it, because, I don't know, it's just really lacking something to me, this ride. Don't get me wrong, it's a really nice experience, but the actual drops and stuff itself, a little bit.
You need to stop yourself right there. You don't want to spoil anything. Turn the camera around, look at that tower again.
I know, yeah.
Does it really look like it could be any other ride than a drop tower?
Yes, an indoor roller coaster.
Yeah, you'd be lucky, pal.
Eurosat spinning all the way up the lift hill.
I thought like a Kurosawa Eurofighter could go in there, couldn't it? Don't you think? Like with the
Let's
height,
go.
but we're not that lucky.
I do love this inside the queue line now. They put all actors in here. How
As
nice is
scary
this?
as that is no way to get ahead in life, I tell you. Come on.
Here we are, big scare coming up.
There's a bit of a delayed one, but it still has effect.
A little bit. Really nice queue line this. There's a lot of details. Too many people just walk through this way too quick to really appreciate it all. There's so many nice set pieces. Pictures on the wall. So we've just come off Misery Castle, as I like to call it, on a morning. If you come in the afternoon, it's a mystery. They actually change the sequence on there. On a morning, it's a shorter sequence, but it's more intense. In the afternoon into the evening, it's a longer sequence, but not quite as intense. None of them are still absolutely amazing, but it's a wonderful experience to go in there. Not quite as much as the next ride, as you can probably guess with the soundtrack. But yeah, we just come off Mystery Castle, and yeah, you know my thoughts on it. Alex, what do you think to Misery Castle?
Misery, really, wasn't it? Yeah. It was a bit over and done with, a little bit too quick. I thought a couple more ride cycles would have made it a little bit more intense.
More up and down.
I quite like the idea of it though, like a dark drop tower. But see, like, the queue line and everything was great, and then you got on the ride, it's just like over and done with. It's like in and out, and I'm like, oh, everybody just slow down. There's nobody waiting. Take your time.
The queue line is one of the nicest parts, actually.
But you said it does more later on.
Yeah, like later on, obviously.
So why can't you just do that all day?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. 5-minute wait then this morning for Mountain Chocolates. I tell you what, this is a really nice queue line, and they've even changed the audio for Christmas. Really like that. You can just hear it in the background. Yeah, I really like that. They've also done it with Chiapas, the audio, and in a few other areas as well. Around the Africa area, it plays all different African Christmas music. Really quite like it. Right, let's go on here, a nice interactive dark ride. Much better than Toy Story at the Disney parks, in my opinion. And it's walk on. Right then, here we go. Shoot them targets. Obviously with this, the screens are all in 3D, so it doesn't look as good for you guys on the camera, so we're wearing glasses. They use these little squirters just here, and all the different scenes change, but there's some really nice scenery around the ride as well.
So ein Jammerlappen. Was wir jetzt brauchen, sind echte Spritzenkräfte. Nur gemeinsam können wir diese unglaubliche Mäusewirtschaft. Was ist denn da los im Lagerraum? Mäuserich.
Really nice decor around the ride.
Und jetzt in den Tortenraum. Und jetzt geht's in den Kühlraum. Wer eine Mütze hat, besser aufsetzen.
Some hours of chocolate.
It was very nice. It's a nice little dart ride.
What? Why are we lifting up on a path?
Sean, that's a dart ride, but it's a little fun ride. But
how nice is this?
Coaster. It's great.
There we are. But yeah, it's a nice ride. Do you prefer it to Disney, Toy Story?
I have to think about it a little bit more because the theming is very, very nice and there's a lot more set design to it. But there's just something about Midway Mania that makes it a little bit more simpler to understand.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a complicated ride, and I've got to say, it gave me arm ache. I'm not going to lie.
It's a long ride.
I've got a bit of cramp in my left arm. Like, it's a hard ride to manage, but yeah, it's fun.
Anything? No? Oh. Yeah, it's a really underrated ride this. I didn't come on it last time I was here. Just so easy to walk past it, even though it's the centrepiece of in here. So easy just to walk past. Fortune! Oh. It's better than Ice Blast, isn't it?
Yes.
It's better than Mystery Castle. Yeah. Up again. Ooh.
Guess who's back again? Me. This is great, this.
Nice ride, isn't it?
Very nice.
Really nice photogenic ride.
I like how all the Christmas bows around the area as well. Notice the park's really heavily detailed for Christmas, it's lovely.
Yeah, they do a lot. Really nice.
Oh, it's quite intense, this.
It's good, isn't it? Especially because we're all standing up, there's no restraints or anything.
Not being held in.
You know, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Bars.
Oh, that was such a good ride there. We did both sides on Windjacks, but it's definitely fear, isn't it? I enjoy Force, but definitely fear. And now Alex is going to tell us the queue time for Hollywood Boat Ride on Tour.
Well, I reckon it's about 3 bolts and a metal plate, to be honest.
So that's walk on then.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's go inside and have a look. This could potentially be our last ride on this. I mean, we don't know the future of the Ghost Train here, this, or Temple of the Nighthawk. But I mean, we'd all be very sad to lose this ride, wouldn't we? You know.
Great movie ride already.
Yeah,
Walking into the Chinese theatre.
That is basically what this was inspired from. The great movie ride, but they did a boat ride instead of a tracked system. Why not? I mean, the station in it is quite nice though. I do quite like the station. But yeah. After you. Alex, do you like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
The ride?
Yeah.
Well,
and why have you just got that on in December? Because it's
quite hot.
absolutely baking. I've just took all my thermals off. Brett's eager to get on. He's getting excited. Brett, he's having a front row. Let's go. Right. On tour. Oh, here we go. I might joke about this ride quite a lot, but I do really like this first effect just here. Really puts you on edge, but it's not going to stop. And it always does, it never lets you down, like the rest of the ride does. It's so nice. Some of the set designs are not too bad. I mean, this first scene's alright actually with the caves. It'll be really interesting to see what happens with this. I mean, obviously we're underneath now their indoor roller coaster, Temple of the Nighthawk, so it'll be very interesting to see if both of them go, if they just remove one of them, keep one of them. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. But I always, every time I go on this, or Temple of the Nighthawk, and also Geisterreacher, the ghost train that we'll do later on, I always sort of go on them that it's my last time that I'm ever going to see them. And even though this ride is not great at all, it's far from it, it's still quite sad to think that it could be the last time that we're going around on these boats. Because it's quite an impressive show building, it's a huge ride, but this has got so much potential to be something really nice actually, especially with all the theming what Phantasialand have done with Klugheim, around Chiapas, deep in Africa, around Black Mamba. There's a lot of really good theming what they could do with this. I believe there used to be a lot more theming there, like around the top. I was told that you couldn't really see much of the show building before. Oh no! Wow, quality. You're not scared of spiders, are you, Brett?
Not a huge fan.
Yeah.
I'm more terrified of animatronics, to be honest. There's plenty of them in this scene.
I like that helicopter though.
Yeah, that's someone does. Except for the wires holding it up.
Yeah. Feels so nice.
So fluffy. The bit of rope holding it up.
Gravity has just stopped that from collapsing on us.
I'm bringing it back to where it belongs.
Welcome to Universal Orlando Resort. Gong, 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 gong. Whee! There he is. Welcome to Skull Island. I mean, look at his face. I don't think the movement's too bad on it though. I mean, I have seen worse animatronics. Like the movement of the head and stuff's quite realistic actually. It's quite slow the way it moves. It's not like clunk, clunk, clunk. And there you go, that's the end of your Hollywood tour. Alright, footage there from Hollywood on tour here at Fantasyland. It's a park of two halves, isn't it? You really feel like you're in a completely different park when you're down at this end of Woozy Town, doing all these different rides. And we're going on Temple of the Nighthawk now. No point in taking you on the ride because it's completely pitch black in there, other than the lift hill where you've just got a few strobes. But other than that, there's nothing to see. Vogel Rock's a lot better.
Can I do an impression of you in the vlog from there in 2014?
Go on.
I don't really know what this ride is. I think it used to be a space theme.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
I don't really know what it is. I don't know who it's manufactured by, but I'm going to give it a go anyway.
It looks like sort of Space Mountain, doesn't it, with all this? Without all the lights and stuff. I don't know, it could be so much more because the coaster itself isn't actually that bad, but here we go. Let's go for a ride and we'll see when we come off. Like I say, it's pitch black in the dark and it feels like it goes on for like 10 minutes, but let's look at the station anyway. So we just come off Temple of the Nighthawk. Like I say, there was no point in taking the GoPro on there because you see absolutely nothing. I just thought I'd bring Brett on here just so you could see this part of the park because it is all shut off during winter. There's only a couple of rides closed during this event. That's great really, the fact that it's pretty much a full park offering. It's just a splash battle down here, Ground Force the Ride as I call it, and also of course River Quest, which I do miss a little bit during winter, but all the extra stuff makes up for it. And there's a little look at the splash battle. And obviously this end of the park here is right next to all the houses. I mean, people's back gardens are pretty much in the park, which is crazy. Hence why all these rides down here are all indoors. Obviously Hollywood on Tour is down the bottom there. Tomb of the Nighthawk's in there. The big indoor show, Fantasyland, all like Woozy Town. Obviously Windjass is all indoors. F.L.Y is going to be indoors. But yeah, so gradually they're putting all the rides down at this end inside. Obviously a little ride like this, it doesn't matter because it makes no noise, does it? But yeah, like, what do you think tonight, Brett?
It's alright.
It's one of them, isn't it?
It's like, it's worth a go. I mean,
it's no Vogel Rock though, is it?
It's no Vogel Rock. No Vogel Rock.
Yeah, a really good view here as well of like some of the show buildings from the back. I mean, you look at that there, that's from the front, it looks absolutely beautiful. That's part of the Berlin themed area with all the conference facilities and of course the gift shop as well. Yeah, there you are. We get a really nice view here of the F.L.Y construction site. In fact, before all the sound wall had gone up just there, all of this fence down the bottom was actually put up to avoid people getting photos from on this ride into the F.L.Y construction site. Phantasialand are very secretive with their projects, but I must say, after looking at F.L.Y again, from what we've seen over the past couple of days, I am starting to get concerned that it might not be ready for 2019. I mean, they don't really set opening dates for things here. It's not like a lot of projects where they think, right, we want to set a target opening date. They kind of just build it, add bits of the ride, then bits of the theme in. I mean, from what we can see, there's quite a bit of track what's not been built for a few months now, you know, so it's very interesting. The fact that a couple of days ago when we first got here, they were painting all this out the front, but no track's gone in for a while, so, you know, which is fine. It's just how Fantasyland do things, but it's certainly very different to what a lot of other parks do, so it's going to be very interesting. Like, normally a park would build pretty much all the coaster and then add the theming around it, whereas here at Fantasyland, it's kind of, right, we do a bit of the coaster, then a bit of the theming. Oh, please remain seated. Sit down, please. Thank you. Please remain seated. Yeah. I love it, but look at the scale of that sound wall, and it's beautifully themed, fits in with all the fantasy area, but we'll see what happens. I can't wait. Next time I'll be at this park, will definitely be when F.L.Y's open, whether it's 2019 or even 2020, whenever that may be, that will be my next visit to this park to come and ride on F.L.Y. Here we are then, back down in Berlin, where we've got some characters out just here. Look, these are nice, all dressed up. Hello, Merry Christmas. Hey, lovely. I really do like the atmosphere around this Berlin section. It's probably got the nicest atmosphere in the park around here, actually. Some of the other areas do tend to just lack something, which I'm not too sure what it is. Oh, get your hose pipe out there, look. Hose pipe's coming in, Alex. Are you watering the flowers? Come on. Shh. Shh.
We've lost our minds this bit.
Shh.
I'll tell you what, it's actually really quite warm today. Which is,
I'm quite warm.
Actually not cold, like, I'm actually really quite
well, like I said earlier on, I took all my thermals off, you know, it's, we're also going to have a look at some show times.
Bear in mind, it's like, what, 5 days to Christmas?
Yeah, not long to go now. It's nearly Christmas.
And what a place to be at this time of year as well. I mean, this country is so festive at this time of year, let alone, you know, this park.
And tomorrow we're off to the markets in Cologne, aren't we? I mean, I'm not filming it, but we're going to go and have a little, just a day off camera, enjoying the market.
Yeah,
hello. What was that?
I think he was feeling festive eating his apple.
Anything get out? Was he eating an apple, was he?
That's a pear, sorry.
Yeah. I would say, just got to stop you. Oh, hello, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm feeling festive. Should we just go around the park saying Merry Christmas to as many people as we can?
As many German folk. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Yeah, I'm just going to show the viewers this view because it's probably one of the nicest views in the park.
Nice view.
Look at that. How nice is that? Especially at night. I'm going to get a lot more footage of the park in the dark tonight. Hey. No one. Merry Christmas.
I've got a bad joke for you for Christmas. I've got a cracker joke waiting to go. I've got to say, whilst we're in this wonderful, marvellous park, you're going to love this one. You're going to absolutely love it. So I was out on my boat the other day, out on the Rhine. I was on the Rhine.
On the Rhine.
And I said to Brett, I said, Brett, come over here. Brett, come here. I said to my mate Brett here, I said, Brett, I think the boat's going to sink. Shall we call the German Coast Guard? He goes, 999.
Oh my God, that was absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Merry Christmas! Now this could potentially be our last ever ride on this. There's so many rumours at Fantasyland about rides that are going to close next to make way for new things, but but Gastorica, the ghost train, which I've never known really how to pronounce, to be honest.
I never get bored of that.
Is one of those rides that potentially might be closing for the next developments. I mean, it's all rumours at Fantasyland. Nothing's confirmed until it's closed, but anything's possible in this park. But out of anything that's going to close, it wouldn't surprise me if this is next. So we're going to have a ride on it, just in case. So let's go on their Chinese-themed ghost train. So all the station for this ride is all above ground, but as you can see here with the ride system, it actually takes us underground, so it'd be very interesting to see what would replace this if it is one of the next rides to go here at the park. Would they maybe keep the ride system and just re-theme it, or would they rip the entire thing out and the buildings above it? Very interesting to see what happens. Me personally, especially with F.L.Y coming in next, I wouldn't really like to see another roller coaster. I feel like a new dark ride would be really nice for this park. Seems like they're taking out a lot of their dark rides instead of building new ones. So it'd be nice to see a modern dark ride replace this. There's some weird stuff in here though, very freaky. effect, that. I do like it. On Chiapas. You might be thinking, where is Brett? He's very brave and he's sat right there in the front, baby. Well, the second row. Here we go.
We've got Brett in the front.
Me and Alex in the back. We love George Ezra, don't we?
Rocking along and we won't look back.
We are big fans of George Ezra here at V-Bar. We like him a lot. What a ride.
Big shout out George if you're watching.
Look at this. Magical, I love it. Here we go, drop number one. Chiapas. Are we gonna get some smoky smoke? Here we go. And the viewers know when the water's coming and we don't here now. Oh, there we go. That's one. Are you ready for a party, boys? Are you ready for a party? Try out, please. What a ride. Here we go. Just such a happy ride, this. I do love it. Here we go, you know, we get a bit of water action here. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you. Did quite well there. Hey. There's some Santa up there. Santa. There's some...
Oh my God, it's Santa.
Are we Alf, are we now? I think the reason why I love this ride so much is that there's so much negativity in the world. This is such a happy based ride, and the music, the theming, such a happy feel to it. And yeah, I really feel like it's one of the best rides in the world. Certainly my favourite water ride in the world anyway, a long way. I love it to bits. Climbing up now for our big descent. Chiapas. Straight into it about as well by the looks of it. No messing here. Here we go. The main descent.
Oh man.
Here we go. Lovely. There we go. What a ride. What a beauty. Are you wet in the front, Brett?
Pretty wet.
He's got his hood up again. He said he wasn't going to eat. Let's get that down. Love it. Great ride there on the Daiwaza band. We've just had 2 back-to-back rides on Chiapas here at Fantasyland, and it was running so well. Honestly, the ride itself looks great. All the rock work, all the theming around the ride looks in a really good state. But yeah, we're absolutely soaked actually. Me and Brett,
What's going on?
it was worth it though, wasn't it? Like,
That was amazing.
but my feet are freezing, like,
Back-to-backers.
yeah, like, oh, it was great though. I'm really glad we did those 2 rides.
It was cold.
But yeah, it was cold. What a ride though, Brett.
It's actually, again, moving up a bit now. I've been on it more than once.
Yeah, because yesterday you thought it was
My
a bit
first time,
overrated,
wasn't it?
you know, but
You've got to judge something after more than one ride, don't you?
I mean, what have we had on it? 6 or 7 rides
6 or
now?
7 rides on it, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Like you said, I thought they would have moved the water levels a little lower. but
Yeah,
it's
like,
okay.
because it is a lot warmer today, like 8 degrees we've got highs on, haven't
Getting a
we?
bit more of a queue today. It's not had a queue, has it?
No, lovely little path up here though. We've been here 3 days, and obviously, like this path, it's so hidden. Not many people come up here, and you get some really good views of Chiapas and across the park. Also Chiapas and Taron together, just here. Really nice view of that overbank just there. We'll zoom in for you. Bit of a different angle there on Taron. Really nice. But anyway, we're making our way around to watch another Christmas show. This is the 3rd and final indoor show that we've got to watch this Christmas here at Phantasialand. And as always here with the indoor shows, you're not allowed to film them, so I'll talk about it when we come out. It's a new show. It's in the venue where Jump used to be. I'm not sure if they still have that in the summer. But yeah, it's in that venue where Jump is, so we're going to head round there, go and watch the show, and we'll see when we come out. Look at this, amazing views. Chiapas there, Taron there, and of course Black Mamba. What a ride and what a bar. I mean, look at this, one of the best views in the park. Wow. What a ride. Really nice angle. You can see so many major standout rides from here. Where the operator is on this ride, he's hidden nowhere down there. He sits over there in that window. Uh-oh, I think there's going to be an explosion. Uh-oh. Wow. Right, we'll see you after the show where I'll talk a little bit about it. Right then, so it's been about 40 minutes since I last spoke to you guys, and we've just been into the Colorado Theatre here. Like I say, Jump is normally in there in the summer. I'm not too sure if it still is, but it has been when I've been coming over the past few years. Really nice venue in there, and we went in to watch the show, which is called Talvia, and they give you these little postcards on your way out, which is really quite nice. A souvenir from the show, so you can remember that for the rest of your life. But yes, now that show, it was a musical, like with all sorts of course, storyline and everything to it. But I didn't understand the storyline at all. I don't have a problem with it all being in German. We are in Germany, we're in one of their theme parks. We're a tourist, come over here, that's absolutely fine. But the overall sort of what was going on in the story, I mean, even if you're German, I think a lot of people in the audience were very confused at what was going on. Like, it was set up to be a great show, wasn't it? The venue was great.
The venue,
the costumes,
the
what it
lighting,
didn't
the
have
tech,
with the
everything.
storyline. Hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube. Love it. It didn't have the storyline. The singing quality wasn't amazing. It wasn't the worst I've seen, but not great.
Apparently that show was on for Christmas, but I just thought it was on for a joke.
I mean, what did we have in that? We had Tangled music in there.
Tangled,
Frozen music in there. Tarzan in there.
Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman, which to be honest, the Greatest Showman bit was good.
Alright,
I don't
yeah.
really mind them using like pop songs like Greatest Showman and stuff, but the Disney music was a little bit overdone.
It was a bit, we had like a copy of Olaf singing in summer in German.
Yeah, it wasn't great at all.
Oh, it's just...
I don't know, I don't think it's the worst theme park show I've ever seen. Bear in mind, I've done a lot of theme park shows, but it's certainly up there. Like, was one of the worst.
Oh, it was cringy.
And I must say, the cast were quite good at what they were doing. It was more what they'd been told to do that was the problem. It was whoever's designed the show.
Is, me and you are like the kings of camp Christmas, and you know,
like we love it all, don't we?
But that was like cringe on another level, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It was that much so that we had a good laugh. I must say though, there was one guy in there that was absolutely fantastic. Like the guy who was doing like all the stunts and stuff, like stretches and everything. He was really good.
Acrobatics and the bendy body.
He was fantastic. I've seen him before. I think he was at Europa Park last year.
I think he was glad to be there, shall we say.
But yeah, I must say, this trip I've not been very impressed with the shows we've seen in the theatres, other than the ice show.
Which was lovely.
Ice show was really good. The fire show is amazing outside, and tonight we're going to watch the Magic Rose Spirit of Light. That's the one. So yeah, I know that's good because I've seen that before. But yeah, we'll see you a little bit later. My throat is killing like mad. That was so funny. What a show, Brett. What a show.
That was awful. I mean, the main character was dressed as a raven.
Yeah, he looked like Raven. If you ever watched the TV programme, was it on CBBC?
That was shocking. That's the worst show I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? It's a shame. But
it was pretty comical though. We actually
we had a good laugh. We did.
We did have a good laugh.
Well, yeah, there you go. Anyway, the sun's going down, and we'll see you soon for some night rides. Wow, the Christmas lights look absolutely wonderful around here at Phantasialand, especially in the China themed area of the park. And next up, we're going on the Vekoma Madhouse just here called Fengju Palace. Now, it's got quite a long pre-show, this one, and the ride itself seems to lack a bit of theming. In fact, you can't really tell that much where the roof and where the floor is, so it doesn't really give off the illusion that well, in my opinion. But we'll head inside and take you along for the ride on Fengju Palace. When we come out, we'll have a look at all the wonderful lights around here in the China area.
Bleib ruhig sitzen. Das sind nur Akans Unglücksmittel. Don't worry. These are only Akans foolish sermons. Don't be scared. Keine Angst.
Footage just there from Fengju Palace, and look at this when you come out. Much better than the ride, in my opinion. Look at this incredible view. Now, new for Christmas this year, they've put in these wonderful lanterns that must have been inspired by Europa Park. Phantasialand and Europa Park tend to inspire each other on various different things. But yes, this year they've gone and put this wonderful lantern display all around here. It looks wonderful, all the lights everywhere. I mean, everyone's here taking photos and videos. It's some of the best publicity for a park when they do this, because everybody just takes photos of it and it looks absolutely stunning. This is a stage where they have acrobats and stuff during the summer season. Wow, look at this. It looks absolutely incredible. Carry on walking around this way. All the bushes, you've got all the lights hanging off the rooftops. There's Costa Rica just there. Like I said, that comes underneath where we are now, all underneath these buildings. Wow, look at all the lanterns, looks really nice. Of course, to see this park in the dark, really, you've got to come at winter, because in the summer, the park doesn't really stay open that late. They can't do, it's not their fault, it's just the fact of the location because of the neighbours. Yeah, look at this, like a waterfall, isn't it, all coming down the rocks. Look at the queue times there across the park. Not too bad. Winjas is the busiest, 15 minutes. Taron's on 10. Head down there next. And go and have a little look. The boys have just had a head start down there to Taron. Getting some re-rides in. It's a good time to be riding actually, just before it gets pitch black. It's a good time to go on there. Wow, and that's obviously Hotel Lingbao. In the backdrop, you've got Matamba, which is the backdrop of the Africa themed area, and Black Mamba. And then Lingbao in the back of the China area. Yeah, it looks really nice, and a very nice soundtrack playing around here as well. Very magical. Oh, my voice is going there now. I mean, look at that. China Bazaar there, the gift shop. That's probably my favourite building in the whole area, actually. It looks incredible, and if you're staying in the hotel, you can actually walk around here on a night, which is really nice. You can have a little walk around. I mean, even if you're not staying, you can just walk through the hotel and come and have a walk through. Well, yeah, beautiful. And we look back this way and get a really nice view as well. Wonderful. Oh wow, here's a little look then at the lights that lead on the passageway from Berlin, down by the chair swing, down towards the fantasy themed area of the park, all of Woozy Town. Look at this, it looks absolutely incredible with all the LEDs. You've got all the giant baubles hanging down and all the individual strands on the roof and on the walls. It looks absolutely wonderful. But yes, coming up over the next few minutes, I'm going to share some highlights from the Magic Rose Spirit of Light here at Phantasialand, which happens on the ice skating ring. They close it off, all different actors, fireworks, different effects. So yeah, I'll put some highlights in over the next few minutes. Look at this, absolutely wonderful. And it's a really nice place to get some videos and photos, especially if you like your Instagram posts. Beautiful. was absolutely incredible. Really enjoyed that show. The Magic Rose, Spirit of Light here at Phantasialand. And what a way to wrap up. So hello, hi everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yay. Lovely. What do you think of the show?
Beautiful.
Really nice, isn't it?
Really good way to summarise, you know, a very festive park, and I'm certainly to see a festive
And
show.
daily fireworks in a park that has so many issues with noise is fantastic.
Surprising, but it's good. I'm not complaining.
I feel like this is a really nice place to sum up our trip, really. I mean, we've done F.L.Y in Fantasyland. It's been wonderful. What has been the highlight of Fantasyland for you, would you say?
For me, it's just seeing
A new number
Taron.
one.
Yeah, a new number one. I think it's really special. I mean, Chiapas is also beautiful.
Chiapas. Dai was a band.
You
was a band.
Oh, look at the snow coming down.
What magical ending.
But yeah, it's really, really been nice. I can't actually see because I've got snow in my eye, but it's been really, really great. No,
And the
really
park in
festive.
general, you've had 3 days to see it all.
3 days to see it all. Is it my favourite park? No. Is it close to that? No. But it has some beautiful little charming bits, but it just lacks something. I think it is just the atmosphere, the audio a little bit around the park. And certainly the atmosphere generally of the guests just seems a little bit strange. I think it's more pathway to pathway than ride to ride and area to area.
It'd be nice if there was a few more trees, I've always
Well,
think, just to split areas up a little bit.
Because it's hard to distinguish where you actually are in the park. But all in all, it's still a very nice visit.
And
I
this show is magical.
still recommend people coming to the park, definitely. 2 days worth, I think.
2-day park.
It's what it
Definitely,
is.
2-day park.
Yeah,
And of
yeah.
course, Brett, what an amazing trip we've had. Like, it's been so nice. Of course, F.L.Y then here. Fantasyland, what have you think? What's been your highlight, would you say, from
Taron, just like
Taron?
that. Yeah, it's good.
I thought you were going to say Rake, to be honest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's a good coaster too, though. But
Well, you've enjoyed it.
really good. I think the show was amazing.
Yeah, like the park in general, you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed the park. Obviously, we talked about this. It's a tale of two halves. The park. Some
It is.
areas like this are incredible.
Magical.
Like Cloakheim's amazing too, and then you've got some areas that not
Need
great,
work.
Need work, but I really think next few years, if they work on those areas that need work, it could be an incredible park. There's so much potential.
I mean, you've wanted to come here for a long time as well, so
potential for the park.
you know.
You've got a great lineup of rides, so
Yeah.
just a little few areas and it'll be great.
and hopefully the viewers will see you again soon
that'd be
for
good.
at some
annual
point-
appearance.
for the annual appearance from Brett on Theme Park Worldwide. Honestly, thank you. It's been a wonderful trip,
been amazing,
and it's
yeah.
been really nice. I think it's always really nice to get different people's thoughts. You all hear what I think to this park. I've been coming for quite a few years, but coming with new people and bringing them to the park, it's nice for you guys to see what they think to it all and get their thoughts on things. It has been absolutely wonderful. Thank you, both of you, for a wonderful trip.
Merry
It has been-
Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Hopefully this vlog should be on by Christmas Day. It might even be Christmas Day today. I don't know. I'm hoping to get it on, but a very Merry Christmas to each and every one of you from all of us here at Theme Park Worldwide. Obviously, Charlotte isn't with us here on this trip, but Charlotte wishes you all a very Merry Christmas too. And we've got so much planned here on Theme Park Worldwide in 2019. Where is he? Come here. Come here. There we are. What a
great
trip.
trip, haven't
It's
we?
been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for watching us here on Theme Park Worldwide. Merry Christmas. And that means it's time to cue those credits. See you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.